What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and today we're going to be taking an early look at the first hero being released for Year 3, and that is Vortigern, the Black Prior. So Vortigern is the new knight hero that's coming out, and so far he's looking to be pretty brutal. He is a counterattack focused heavy. I'd say he's easily going to be able to match up against stuff like the Conqueror from what I've seen so far. But to start things off, let's take a look at his moveset, because I know you guys want to grab some screen caps. So to start off, we got Harsh Requiem, which is his main move. We can go either light, heavy, light, heavy, or heavy, heavy with this. It's considered his basic chain. We also have Horizon Spin, which is going to be a zone attack, and it's important to note that this is used from guard mode as opposed to a lot of zone attacks. We have Tenebrous Thrust, which is going to give us some forward momentum. We can poke people and follow up with a light attack off of that. Tenebrous Rising, which counts as our shield bash. Hawk's Charge, which is also a shield bash, but we can cancel into it out of our heavy attack. Our regular sprint attack. Bulwark Stance, which is very similar to the all block that we have in both the Conqueror and the Warlord, except we're able to move while we're in this Bulwark Stance. From Bulwark Stance, we also gain two new moves. Bulwark Slash, which is an unblockable horizontal heavy, and then Bulwark Counter, which is going to be a light attack which parries, does a lot of stamina damage with a flip, and then stabs our opponent. As for our hero-specific things, we have superior block on all of our light attack openers. All of our heavy finishers cannot be dodged. A lot of the moves we just discussed are considered chain starters as well. Horizon Spin, Tenebrous Thrust, Bulwark Slash, and then Tenebrous Rising and Hawk's Charge if they connect. On top of that, we can also tap X after any light attack to go into the Tenebrous Rising. So basically, we can light attack, tap X for a shoulder bash. We can just go straight into the shoulder bash, or we can cancel out of a heavy and go into the shoulder bash. We're also able to cancel out of the Bulwark Slash with a B, so we have a feint on that unblockable. You already know about this. As I mentioned, we can do the Bulwark Slash or the Bulwark Counter from Bulwark Stance. We can also instantly go into Bulwark Stance after any light or heavy attack, very similar to how Zhang Jun can go into his Sifu Stance. You just hold right stick back to enter that. You've already seen this, the Bulwark Counter moves. And then we also have our guard automatically matching the direction of any of our dodges. So all in all, he's looking to be a pretty intense hero. He's very upfront in the enemy's face the way he works. So let's just show him off a little bit, show what he's capable of here. But one of my favorite combos I've found so far is we're going to go light into the bash, into the heavy, into the heavy, into the heavy. Look at that damage. Now that's not guaranteed, but it's a lot of damage going on out. You can see there we can do, like I mentioned, the heavy into that and then follow it up. We can go straight into the bash, or we can do the light bash. So what I'm doing here is I'm going light attack into the bash, heavy, Bulwark Stance heavy, into a heavy finisher. And the great thing about that is two of those attacks are considered undodgeable right there. The first heavy attack we did and the third cannot be dodged because they count as heavy finishers. Once again on that, the hit into that, and you can see the blue animation we have there. And then that unblockable is what we're doing. That's our charge move. I mean, all in all, it's kind of like Conk and Warlord had a baby. He seems vastly superior to both heroes. As I mentioned, we're also able to go around and block while in this stance. Just waiting to hit it. Another thing to note, you can see our side heavies. If we chain them, they go for 40. Tops also do 40. Let me turn on bot, and we'll take a look at the new parry. Come on. Hit me. Stop trying to guard break. Look at that. 40 stamina damage and 30 damage to face. The best thing is you can do this basically on reaction. Whereas you know how hard it is to pull off the all block with Warlord as a reactionary move? From here, not even an all block, we'll just wait till we see the indicator. all in all, it's pretty disgusting. Either way, I don't want to sit here and just showcase the moves too much, so let's jump on into a domination match and really show what he can do. So for the capture event, we were only allowed to verse AI, so excuse the not exactly top-tier gameplay you're about to witness, but it should give you some indication of what he's capable of in Dominion. Also went ahead and equipped all the new feats that are unique to Vortigern. We got Sinister Shield, which grants a shield worth about half of an ally's health bar, so pretty significant. A Healing Ward, which is probably my favorite out of all of his feats. It's a really significant amount of healing, and you'll see that a little bit later. Really solid ticks there. Oathbreaker, which I think should have some interesting implications, removing shields and making it so people can't get them. And then Umbral Shelter, which gives everyone a full shield and then continually regenerates shields. So a really strong defensive option. Aside from that, he has a lot of pretty standard go-to heavy feats. You know, we have stuff like Punch Through. We have... Come here. Yeah, stuff like Punch Through, stuff like Tough as Nails, Inspire. You know, all pretty standard go-to choices. His BM potential isn't exactly the best, as you can see, though he has a decent lock-on one. Out of the various emotes, those are the only two that really stuck out as having some spam potential. You stupid shinobi! And we also put on the new executions as well, which are pretty nice. I like that one a lot. We also got some decent clear for a heavy, which is nice to see. It's not exactly Zhang Jun level of clears, but oh my god! Wow, the level 1 bot with the snipe. But prior to the death there, I mean, for being a sword and shield guy, you didn't, you know, I don't expect much in terms of clear. You know, Warlord, we pretty much have to spam his zone attack for decent clear. Conqueror obviously isn't the best at clearing out B, but it looks like Vortigern will be able to actually do pretty well at clears. So all in all, I mean, he's definitely looking to be a really solid heavy. And for me personally, even though I typically play Vikings, I do like to have one character of each faction that I'm pretty familiar with, that I can play for various challenges that we have. So, you know, like for Knights, I usually end up using Centurion. For Samurai, I use Aramusha. Zhang Jun when I'm playing Wulin. And so far, I'm thinking Vortigern could be my new go-to. Try that shit again. Look at our health ticks. Look at that. Silly Orochi.
You captured Zone C.
Just killing all the samurai. Looks like an interesting one. Need to try that in a one-on-one. Jump in heavy, follow up heavy, unblockable heavy, heavy finish. Let's try this. We'll get some quick renown.
You lost to Zone C. You captured Zone A.
Hoping they'll come towards the middle. I'm curious what the range on his plunge is. see we have little pulses. Ooh. Ooh! I didn't even think about that until now. By continually going into the, we can just keep that combo going as long as we have the stamina for it.
You captured Zone C. Enemy team is breaking.
This one bot's name, Nerd Rager. How fitting for For Honor.
Victory.
And that's a GG. So, as I mentioned, bot matches obviously aren't the best indication of how good a hero is, but it should at least give you an idea of what the Black Prior is capable of. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming by and checking it out. Definitely excited for Season 3 after getting a chance to go hands-on with them, and I'll see you all on the battlefield.